the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Hey there, you guys! Welcome back to Rabbit Camel 12 YouTube channel, here for all your comic book and anime reviews. And today I got my review for Action Comics issue 1000. We finally made it! 1,000 issues of Superman and 80 years of him being in publication. I ended up getting the Dan Jurgens variant cover. It's a gorgeous looking variant cover. Really was one of the coolest ones that they had. Dan Jurgens, most of the time he runs really do end up having like really gorgeous looking artwork most of the time. And this cover by him is no different. It's a really amazing cover. So let's pull it out the bag and board and just look at it. Really great. This is like a graphic novel, right? Look how this spine is. Like it's like a really thin graphic novel, pretty much. And this is basically a collection of stories by different writers at DC. Speaking of Dan Jurgens, that's like the first story we get. Is this Dan Jurgens story, pretty much, which is really cool and interesting that we get here. Pretty much the basic story is starts out with like Superman like wanting to like take down these alien creatures, pretty much. That's kind of how we begin off. While this is going on though, he's missing out on this big Superman celebration that's going on, and Lois and John are there, and they're like wondering where is Superman gonna make it. And John is basically saying like, maybe I should go up there if he is not making it, pretty much. And we get all these like cool like stories going on with like Superman like taking on like these villains and everything. And like after he gets on defeating them, he pretty much thinks they're gonna eventually come back when he returns. And he doesn't end up making it to the little celebration, Superman celebration that they're at, but he's always, he's really on his feet though. He's really not sure of like when these like creatures are going to come back, and he's really scared. While this is going on though, like he's listening to these speeches, and one of the people that have speeches is Criminal. It's pretty much one of the coolest things that they have here, because they get these guys like, and because John's wondering why they're letting like a criminal speak, but Superman pretty much tells him like just to let him go, and basically he tells him like, you know, about him being on this bad path and doing all these terrible things, until he kind of met Superman, pretty much. And Superman was the one who kind of inspired him to kind of go off that path and like be better and everything. And it was really nice, like idea, like, you know, like even like the worst of people can still be inspired by who Superman is, no matter what. And it's really great. But of course, Superman is still thinking that he needs to save the world, pretty much, because he thinks like these others are going after him. They're controlling Lois, and Lois keeping secrets from me and everything. But it comes to find out that based on Wonder Woman, pretty much telling him like, oh yeah, we had already taken care of that for you. We wanted you to basically have a vacation. And he tells him like, he basically thinks it's just the Justice League who want to do this for him, but he found the note. It's not just the Justice League; it's everybody, pretty much in the DC Comics landscape. You see like all these characters from DC Comics history, whether it's Wonder Woman or Firestorm or all the Green Lantern Corps members and all the regular people like the Green Arrow. We get Black Canary there. We get Deathstroke there even. We're kind of surprised that he was, you know, kind of being there. Of course, we know that there's kind of been taking like this new path as of late. So that it was a really great issue. It was a really great story to kind of start this whole thing off. The second one was also really cool. The second one was by Pier De Tomasi. And you know how Pier De Tomasi. Pier De Tomasi has been doing an amazing job on Superman as of late. And this story really proves like how he's a really great Superman writer, pretty much. And you get to see like Valentine pretty much sending Superman back in time. We get to see Superman through the ages. Like we get to see him like when at the beginning where he didn't have like his X-ray vision and things like that. You know, it can really punch people really hard. I guess like fly. He didn't have as many powers, and it was more of a simple time for him. It was more of a time when, like, it was just him punching bad guys, pretty much. And he talking about how it felt for him, how it felt kind of exhilarating to do this again. Pretty much, and it's just really cool. It's just us showing all these versions of Superman, like, through the era and everything. We even get to one scene where he's like fighting all the other different versions of Superman right here, like where he's like Venom Savage, how they can defeat it. So he had me fight a bunch of super people, and we get like animated series Superman. We get like all these really old school versions of Superman. They're like all fighting each other, and pretty much it's really neat. We get like the Dark Knight, this Dark Knight Return. No, not Dark Knight Return Superman. This is, I'm trying to remember. Superman that kind of gets like blasted. This is Flashpoint actually. This is the Flashpoint Superman when he gets like shocked, lost all his powers. It's kind of a nice little homage to that. We get the Superman in the black suit again, fighting Mongol. We get Superman trapped inside that little glass tube. And it was just really cool. We get Kingdom Come Superman right here. And it's just really neat to see like all these versions of Superman. And like Superman pretty much has this line where he's like, Vando tried to use the past against me, but the past informs us, it teaches us, and most of all, it strengthens us. For someone who stepped in history, it's ironic that Vando went and forgot the cardinal rule, that those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. And you get to see like the very end, Superman just with his family, and he pretty much says Vando's first and last mistake was that he didn't realize each and every time Steam in the end. Vando's first and last mistake was that he didn't realize each and every time Stream in the end led home to my family. How about you save some? Oh, this is Lois talking. How about you say some when there's Smallville and blow those candles out? Yeah, before they melt the ice cream, says my John. What a tough crowd kept though, and you like being rough. It's a really cute scene with Superman and his family. So that was great. The next storyline was also really cool. Called The Enemy Within. It was also one of the more interesting storylines where it kind of like deals with a school shooting, kind of going back to what's going on in today's culture, right now, where we get like Maggie Sawyer like calling out for like this criminal bug to come out. He's like he has a hostage being one of the students, and he's about to kill them, and like it's like this idea. And this was really cool because we don't get to see Superman inside this storyline here, and it's basically like Maxwell kind of wanting to stop this guy from hurting anyone. Pretty much, and it's really neat, and it's really cool. And in the end, like he stopped basically instead of like Maxwell just shooting him straight up, she kind of paralyzes him. So because he's worried that like his family is there, his family he should that his family doesn't want him to die, and despite him doing all this bad stuff. I mean, like it's showing her empathy. It's showing people like can still always like if you don't have the result of like killing people all the time to stop criminals, we can like. Kind of save them in other ways as well, and like we can help so that way they can one day become better and like learn from these past transgressions. In the end, it's a really nice little storyline right here. The next one we get is pretty much by Jeff Johns, and it deals with the car from Action Comics, issue number 1, where we find the first appearance of Superman, and we see this broken up car right here, and we get kind of like he's kind of stopped by Superman right here. I love this line by him where it's like, "Hey, buddy, what you hit an elephant?" And he pretty much goes, "No, I was stopped by a man in red underwear." Oh, that was kind of funny. In the end, like Superman pretty much comes and meets him again, and he kind of like berates him. At least he starts out berating him, talking about like what he has done, all the bad things he has done in his past, and all like the crimes he's committed. But then he tells him like like you can either junk it, this life that you're going on, and keep going down this path, or you can fix it and become better. And it's kind of like this allusion to the car, like he can either junk the car, or he can fix the car. And at the end of the day, he ends up you get to see like his space car, and and then him like playing with these children by the fire hydrant, saying that he's kind of like in the end fixed his life thanks to Superman. And it's really nice and a really great storyline. So yeah, the storyline after this deals with Lex Luthor, and it's by Scott Snyder, pretty much, and it's this really neat like idea of like Superman pretty much saves Lex Luthor when he was younger. Like he pretty much sees that like some of the bad gonna happen to Lex Luthor, he ends up like saving him despite him being his villain, and it's this really nice moment between Lex and Superman, like, and what they mean to each other, and kind of like how they are both trying like on the same power, kind of like save the world, but they just have such different ways of doing it. And I love how the story kind of ends right here, where he pretty much says, where we get like this line saying, "I got the eye and the scissors to kill you," and Superman just says, "I know you did, Lex. I know." And it's just like, and his little line says, "But maybe," which was really kind of neat. Like idea, like there's always gonna be redemption for even Superman and Lex Luthor's relationship. Kind of even again right now with Lex Luthor kind of taking up the Superman mantle in Rebirth. See how that ends up going on later on, but it was kind of a cool kind of like parallel to that's going on. After that, we get pretty much a story by Tom King. They pretty much deal with the end of the world. The world is pretty much ending right now, and we see Superman like looking at like the world as it's about to be destroyed, pretty much. But it's okay because like he has everyone kind of like in this safe haven right now. He's pretty much had everyone protected, but the Earth that he was going to live on is now being destroyed, and it's basically just Superman, a really emotional between Superman and her, and him saying goodbye to his parents, because his parents, who are still dead in this war, in this timeline, and him just saying goodbye to them, him like looking at their graves, he knows he's never gonna be able to see their graves again, and it's really emotional. It's really nice. It's probably one of my favorite stories inside this book, actually. Second story is just a really fun story between J. Jonah Jameson, Perry White. They're very similar characters, and it's a nice story. It's fun. This probably was one of the ones that was a little bit weaker for me. It's basically just Superman kind of stopping a train and saving the citizens inside the train. It's a pretty simplistic story. It's the one that kind of like didn't really go anywhere for me, personally. That's kind of how it is with like these like mini stories, pretty much, where like you get something that you really like, you get something that you don't like as much. And this was just one of the stories I didn't like as much. A storyline right after that with Mr. Mxyzptlk or Mxyzptlk or whatever wasn't that great either. It was kind of just them dealing with his village. They're very light storylines, pretty much. They didn't really have a lot to them. Look at this cool pinup though. That looks cool. I don't love the fact that this doesn't really have any ads in it either. One of the other ones I like about this book. The next story is pretty much Speeding Bullets, and this was one of those stories I really enjoyed in this book. It's pretty much Superman stopped like this one being held at gunpoint, and he's about to get shot. Superman kind of going in and kind of stop him from shooting the bullet, but he doesn't think he can make it in time. He's going at his fastest speed, but he doesn't really think he can. And it's pretty much him seeing the woman, like someone basically fighting back against the man, and like kind of giving Superman more time, like it's only a minute of a second, but it's enough for Superman to kind of like be able to save her life pretty much. And we get this scene of like Superman just coming in, breaking through the window, and stopping the bullet with his hand, and it's really cool. And he tells the woman what she did was brave. And we get this really sweet moment between this woman and Superman. It's really great. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. And we get to see Superman flying in the air. And it's a really, really nice moment inside this book. The next story I want to probably get the biggest criticism to, though, And it's started by Brian Michael Bendis. And it's pretty much the tease for his run on Superman and what that's gonna be like. And it's like it begins with like this action sequence of this is great too right here with Superman just sitting on top of this little rock in his little red undies, just looking at the world. But yeah, this story is just pretty much an attack by Superman getting into this big fight. And it's called The Truth, kind of similar to The Truth in New 52. I know it had nothing to do with this, but I'm just my brain just like it only thinks of like the worst thing that had happened to Superman over years, and Truth was really one of the worst things that happened to Superman. So not a great idea, Bendis, to kind of start off your storyline like that. But then again, I'm pretty sure Bendis is probably heading Red Truth, so there's that. So yeah, we get this big fight going on, and like we see these like two women who are like watching the fight that's going on, and they see that Superman wearing his trunks again, and they have this like long, weird discussion about the trunks that I really did not enjoy. It's one of those Bendis speaking problems that Bendis kind of has, where he kind of like goes on and on and on about things. He tries to make his dialogue overly realistic, and I did not enjoy that aspect of it. But we get to see this villain here. His name is Rogol Zaar. And he comes in with this like angry like this thing, and he fights like the Kryptonian. He fights Superman. He fights Superman and everything. And at the very, very end, we find out that this is the guy who pretty much like destroyed the planet of Krypton. Because we see Superman like laying on the ground, like, and that's kind of where the issue pretty much ends off. And it's just a tease for Brian Michael Bendis' next story he has coming up. I didn't hate it. It just didn't fit with the rest of this book. I wish Brian Michael Bendis did a regular story, honestly. A regular story would not be him standing up for his story, which we're already going to get some set up for it anyway in his DC Nation that's coming out at 25 cents. I don't know why he has the need to have this Action Comics 1000 be his story, but whatever. Well, I still really enjoyed reading this. Overall, I can't wait to see where the rest of this go. Where Brian Michael Bendis' story go, I will still read it anyway. Even if this story didn't blow me away, I'll still be reading Brian Michael Bendis' story because I like Brian Michael Bendis. But anyway, pretty much on Action Comics 1000. Did this live up to your expectations? Did you really enjoy this the way that I did? Because I didn't really have fun with this book overall. Again, I really love the Speeding Bullet storyline. I really love the Dan Jurgens storyline. I love the Tom King one. That was probably one of my favorites. Just there's a lot of good ones in here that I really enjoyed. The Jeff Johns one was pretty good too. But yeah, that's remember Action Comics 1000. I know comment below what you guys thought about Action Comics 1000. I will catch you guys later. Peace out.